Good evening and welcome to Woodbridge Channel's coverage of high school sports. My name is John McCormick, your mayor and part-time sports announcer. Tonight we're on the field at John F. Kennedy High School for a football game between the home Mustangs and the visiting Colonia Patriots. JFK comes in at a disappointing 1-6. Colonia at a strong 5-2. But as everybody knows, whenever the Woodbridge three high schools play each other, throw the records out the window because the crosstown rivalries just bring out the best in everybody. Have you noticed I'm holding a can of Pepsi and a Hershey bar? This is part of my national contract as a spokesman for Pepsi and Hershey. Mayor doesn't pay that much, so I do need some part-time income. Thanks, and hope you enjoy the game. Welcome to Woodbridge Channel's coverage of high school sports. My name is John McCormick, your mayor and sports announcer here on the turf field at JFK High School, where the host Mustangs are 1-6, playing the visiting Colonia Patriots, who come in at 5-2. My announcing partner, Craig Coughlin, is going to be a little bit late, but he will join us when he arrives and bring you the game tonight.
And thanks to our honorary captain tonight, Josh Barrow, who made the decision to defer to the second half. Thanks, Josh.
Colonia won the toss and will defer to the second half. They were represented at the coin toss by number 75, Lou Trupa, number 54, Bernardo Abreu, number 5, the quarterback, David Lee, and number 4, Alex Kalmar, who was dressed in his jersey but not his helmet and pads, so he appears to be out for the night. Colonia was represented by number 9, Matt Zawacki, number 7, Taj Calvin Johnson, number 11, the great running back Luke Pirro, number 1, Kareem Smith, and number 71, Oliver French. And now here comes Kennedy with the kick. Our right to your left. And it's a short one, going to be fielded in the air by Colonia, caught at the 32, fair catch actually. I don't know if he meant to fair catch it, but he kind of put his hand up. Maybe the ref saw that. I'd love to see that again. He kind of looked like he was going to run with it. So Colonia will start at their own 33. There comes the kick again. Let's see where you see his hands. There it goes up. No, I couldn't see it, but see, he kind of started to run, but then the refs blew it dead, so they must have thought he fair caught it. First down at the 33 for the Patriots. One receiver split right, 2 left, 1 in the backfield. The quarterback is Taj Calvin Johnson. He takes it himself. Now he looks like he could pitch. He goes off tackle left and picks up about 5.
That's Johnson on a keeper, brought down by the Mustangs, number 5, David Lee.
2nd and 5 from the 39-yard line now. Hand off to maybe Pirro. Yep, it's Pirro. And he's up almost to a first down, a hair short, maybe a yard or so. We'll be calling Pirro all night. Looks like the one guy's moving the chain, the other guy hasn't yet. Have they called it a first down? Yes, they have. So Pirro gets 5. 2 runs, 1 first down. Great start for the Patriots. They have barely had to wait for the chains to be set. Here comes Johnson again, sweeps him around the right side, same thing, 5-yard gain. So 3 straight 5s for the Patriots. If that's the case tonight, it's going to be a long night for Kennedy. We'll give that a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 7 from their own 47. Johnson in the backfield. Anthony Palmisano, number 4. Number 10 is Kenny Shinsky. He's a good runner. Number 11, of course, is Luke Pirro. Kennedy shows blitz, fake handoff. He's going deep. Oh, no play, no play. Wow. Maybe the defender let up because of the whistle. I couldn't hear the whistle. The band's playing right next to us. Offsides against Kennedy. That'll be 5 and bring up probably a 3rd and 1. Crosses midfield into Mustang territory. 2nd and 1. Let's see if they air it out now. I would. They were going to end at 2nd and 6. Might as well do it at 2nd and 1. Nope, almost pitch it, run. He can go. He can go. He's going to go all the way right up the right side, and it's a touchdown, Colonia. Taj Calvin Johnson, the quarterback, takes it 48 yards. And a touchdown after only 4 plays and a penalty. And he was basically untouched, folks. He looked like he was going to pitch it, but he kept it. He fooled me. Fooled maybe most of the Kennedy defense, too. And here comes the extra point. That is number 13, Gianfranco Tiseo. And this kid can kick. Snap, hold, kick, boom, good. 7-0 Colonia. And boy, oh boy, if it's that easy for the Patriots, as I said before, it will be a long night for the home Mustangs. Let's see that run again and see. I don't think he was touched by anybody. He sneaks. No, nobody even laid a hand on him, and then he went up the middle. How hard is that to do? So, Taj Calvin Johnson, the Patriots put together a 67-yard drive to open the game. They take a 7-0 lead. They come in 5-2. They're in the state playoffs. Believe it or not, Kennedy 1-6 is not even eliminated from the state playoffs according to their AD, because there are 12 teams in their group and 8 make it. That's worse than the NHL. I don't know. Nobody with a sub-500 record should ever make the playoffs, my opinion, in any sport, but I'm not in charge. You can't win half your games. Anyway, kickoff now is Gianfranco Tiseo. Watch this kick. This is going to go in the end zone. There you go. It landed in the end zone. Gianfranco Tiseo. Wow. And he's an interesting story because he transferred from Kennedy to Colonia. I don't know the details. Usually you have to move, which sometimes people do if they want their kid to play for a different school, but maybe he just has another reason why he transferred. I don't know. Could be academic. But in any event, he's back to haunt his former teammates, that's for sure. Kennedy comes out, 1st and 10 from their own 20. Their quarterback is David Lee. He can do a lot of things. He's a very, very exceptional football player. 2 left, 2 right. Number 4 go. That's number 3 in motion. He takes the handoffs. Wide right. He's got some room. He crosses. Probably picks up about 6 or 7. That was Maven Garced. He's all over the place. We've called a few Kennedy games this year. Have not seen them win yet. Saw him play Woodbridge in a very tough overtime game. Kennedy had the ball, missed in overtime. Woodbridge had it, missed. Kennedy had it, missed. Kennedy had it again. They get it back 2 in a row, missed, and then Woodbridge got it and scored 27-21. So we'll give Merced 5, 2nd and 5 from the 25. 1 receiver left, 2 right. Here comes somebody in motion. It's hard to see these numbers. A handoff is left, and then nothing doing. Got to the line and pulled right back. That was number 8, Will Smith.
This time it's Will Smith up the middle. He's met immediately by number 54,
Robbie Palladino. 5'7", 245-pound senior took him down. And just like that, a big 3rd down play for Kennedy, or they give Colonia the ball in good field position. So the pressure's on the Mustangs to do something here. There goes Smith in motion. Fake handoff goes right. Quarterback keeper Lee stood up there, and nothing happening by, it was on number 27, it looked like. Philip Lindsay.
Lee runs into number 23, Patriots, Matt Croteau.
Number 23, sorry, Matt Croteau. I'm looking at the JFK roster when I said that name.
And 4 for the Mustangs, bringing up a punting situation. Number 11, Carroll, deep for the Patriots.
So they gained 7 yards on 3 plays and punt. I can't see who the kicker, who the punter is. David Lee punts, that's right. Pirro waiting on his own 45. He's rolling one of those rugby-style kicks way high in the air. They better be careful. Pirro calls a fair catch and gets the ball at the 40. So a really good punt by Lee. That thing was skied. But Colonia gets the ball with decent field position. Actually, 7 yards better than the last time they had field position. Let's see the defense for Kennedy. You got DeAndre Carter, number 2. Number 9 is Alan Hill. Number 75, Louis Trupa on the line. Number 11, Damari Leacock. He's a good player, too. He's all over the place in the Woodbridge game. Snap. Handoff Pirro. Tries middle, runs left. Probably got 6 or so.
To the outside where he's stopped by number 50, David Washington.
Kennedy's got number 57 on defense, Russell Van Loon, number 54, Bernardo Abreu, and now 2nd and 6 for the Patriots. Nobody in the backfield. Johnson rolls right, got nobody really open, and he's chased out of bounds, and he probably came back and missed a yard, so he's down
under pressure from
a -1. Trupa ran him out of bounds. Let's see who else we got for Kennedy. We got number 7. We said 75 is Trupa. Number 50 is Damon Washington. Number 10 is Dennis Howard. Try to get as many of these guys on TV, but they're sideways to us, so we can't really see them. The numbers. Now Johnson alone in the backfield. Kennedy tries to draw Colonia. Colonia tries to draw Kennedy off sides. Maybe they stood up. Or maybe that was not the reason they did it. Maybe they were waiting for the play. 3rd and a long 6. There goes Palmisano in motion. Johnson rolls left. He's a righty, thrown against the grain, too high for Pirro. Tough pass, rolling left, throwing with your right hand, and it looks like the Colonia punting team will be on. We got number 22, Jordan Gutierrez. We got 25 is Chester Sadowski. Number 4 we said is Palmisano. Number 23 is Matt Croteau. 21 is Charlie Tamborello. Back for the Mustangs is DeAndre Carter. He can take it if he gets the ball and gets some room. He can run. Long snap. Lefty kick, high, end over end. He's going to catch it. Fair catch, a dangerous catch. Reaching out with his hands like that. But in the grand scheme of things, Kennedy picked up 5 yards on the exchange, and they'll start 1st and 10 on the 25. So a good kick, good kickoff, and 2 pretty good punts. You don't always see a kicking game in high school. We've called some games this year where the kicking has been dreadful. First and 10 at the 25. We won't bother saying shotgun because every snap is a shotgun on both sides of the ball. You don't see high school quarterbacks take snaps from under center anymore. That is Smith in motion. He gets the handoff to the right, off tackle, maybe picked up about 3.
Will Smith brought down by number 53, Kyle Foster.
Kyle Foster on the tackle, give him 2 yards, and they got to do better than that. Colonia has got number 74 on defense. That is Michael Gonzalez. Number 22, I think we did, Jordan Gutierrez. 2nd and 8 now for the Mustangs. Wow, he's limping. Lee fakes left, goes right, nothing. Do a fall, ball on the ground, and it's Colonia's not jumping up and down, so it's probably still Kennedy's. Yeah, here he comes, number 8. Now he's coming out of the game. Number 8 was swinging around there. Will Smith, and he was limping on the play, and he just limped off the field. Hope he's okay. Lee picked up 2, so now it's 3rd and a long 6 for the Mustangs. Another tough play.
3rd down for the Mustangs, 6 yards to go for a first down.
Let's see if they air it out here. The running game's gotten them nothing. 5-0, 2, 2 and 2. Oh, high snap off of the running back, number 3, and he takes it and goes down wisely. That snap was going to be right to Maven Garcia. Here comes a flag. So the snap was to the running back, but a high one. Went off his hands, hit the ground. He wisely got it, but the penalty is going to be against Colonia. I wonder what the heck that was. I wonder if it was on one late hit or a hard, I don't know. And it's going to be, pretty much a first down. Right at the marker, maybe a length of half a football short.
Personal foul against Colonia.
Personal foul.
First down, Mustangs.
That is not good if you're... No, it is going to be a first down. They're starting to move the chains. That is not good for Colonia. They had him pinned down. Had 3rd and 20. And now it's 1st and 10 from the 35. So a bad move by the Patriots. Here comes Lee. He's going to take this one himself. Comes up the middle, nothing doing. Maybe got a yard. You wonder how long it's going to take them to air it out, because other than the penalty, their offense is doing nothing on the ground. 12 yards in 6 plays. You're not going to do much at 2 yards a carry. Second and 9 now for the Mustangs. Lee back, 2 left, 2 right, fades first pass tonight, going deep. He's got number 3 up. It's going to be picked off by Colonia. That was a floater. And number 14 gets it, Mateo Campbell, the strong safety.
Mateo Campbell. Pass intended for number 3, Garcet.
Garcet might have had a little step, but Campbell came over and picked it off. He was playing kind of like a free safety and watching whatever he chose, and he chose to watch Garcet, and it was a wise move. Maybe we can see that again. Here we go. Let's see this. Back, you see it's kind of a floater. It's not really a direct pass. He had him there, but then boom, here comes Campbell. So he had a step. And Colonia will take over. 1st and 10 on their own 35. One runner to back. Palmisano goes in motion. There goes Johnson. He pitches this time to Pirro. Caught back behind the line, and he's going to lose a handful. That didn't work out.
Pirro trying to go around the left side is slowed up by number 2, Carter, and brought down by...
Looked like DeAndre Carter had a big hand in that play. And Pirro looks like he lost about 4. Play was slow to develop.
2nd down and 14.
And now they stick with the no huddle. They go right into the set. This time it's a handoff. No, it's a keeper by Johnson. Good fail. Good block there. Wow. Pirro. I keep saying Pirro instead of Pirro. Pirro had a fantastic block on that.
Forced out of bounds, but not before he gets first down yardage on the Colonia 47-yard line.
That's a 22-yard run for Johnson as he crosses. No, he did not quite cross midfield. No, it's not 22. I counted the wrong 47. It is the 31 to the 47, so it's a 16-yard run, but a first down. Their second first down of the night. Johnson hands it this time to number 1. That's Kareem Smith, and he goes around, and he's going to come down over about an 8-yard gain to about the 45 of JFK. A lot of weapons in this Colonia offense. A lot of guys can carry that ball. And I wonder if we can get ready to get that play back. If you guys are watching from home, roll back the tape when you have this on TV 35 and see how great a block Pirro made. Johnson hands off. Pirro left, and he's going to go. He's got room. He takes it down inside the 30. That's a pickup of about 18 yards for Pirro. These guys are moving so fast I can't keep the stats. First down at the 27 now for Colonia. They have no reason to slow it down. They should keep going. They got the momentum. They got Kennedy back on their heels. Here comes Palmisano in motion. Snap, fake. Johnson cuts right, goes up the middle, picks up a handful. Probably halfway, got 5. They're going to go right into the huddle. No, not the huddle, right into the line. I'm a big fan of the no-huddle offense. It's just great when you can keep the defense out there. You got the wrong matchups a lot of time. First down team is not necessarily the third down team, but you keep the first down team on the field, and now you'll see a timeout. Colonia.
Timeout. Colonia.
Let's look at some stats for the Patriots. Taj Calvin Johnson has thrown for 624 yards with a 58% completion rate. He's averaging 89 yards a game. That's a pretty good passing performance. Quarterback rating of 76.9. Got Hamilton. Eric Hamilton is a junior. He's got 109 yards. I think we saw all of them. I forget what game. Maybe the North Brunswick game. He came on for a little spell. He's got a 55% completion rate. Running, no surprise here. Luke Pirro has 905 yards in 7 games. Do the math, that's about 140 and change per game. So 140 yards a game for Luke Pirro. Right behind him, Johnson has 267. He's averaging 5.1 a carry. Pirro is averaging 6.6 a carry. It's no wonder the Patriots are 5-2. With the two-headed attack like that, Pirro and Johnson, and as we said before, a lot of different runners who can carry the ball. Second down and about 8 and change, a little less than 8. Snap, going back, looking for the end zone, got number 9 wide open. Got him, touchdown, Matsowacki. Boy, it was nobody here. He just had to throw that ball anywhere near Zawacki, and he would have had the touchdown. Nobody near him. Perfectly executed play. Not sure what happened on the defense. But Matsowacki, a co-captain, 6'1", 170-pound senior, catches the first pass from Johnson. And it's a touchdown. Teseo on for the extra point. Up and good. You see how strong his extra point kicks are. That could have been a field goal from 15 more yards out. Let's see that touchdown again. So 24-yard touchdown. Here goes right there. Nice spiral. Boom. He had Lee beat by a bit. Actually, coverage wasn't terrible. He wasn't wide open like I said earlier. He was, well, depends on how you look at it. I mean, there was nobody near him. Nobody could have touched him once he caught the ball. So I guess that means he's wide open. So Zawacki for a touchdown, Teseo for the extra point, and it's 14-0 Colonia. Receiving for Colonia, pretty even. Zawacki has 265 yards, leads the team, averaging 37.9 a game. Shinsky has 221, but he averages more yards at 44.2 a game. 168 for Palmisano, averages 28 a game. So 3 receivers with 160 or more yards. Here comes Teseo. Let's see what this one can hit the goal post. Oh my. It would have been in the end zone, but he caught it. I'm not sure that was a good move. We'll see if he gets to the 20. It was not a good move. Yep. No, he ran into his own man. Boy, I don't like returning the ball from the 1-yard line. No way. So Kennedy will start on their own, looks like 14. If that ball went in the end zone, they'd start from the 20. You see that all the time in football. The guys take the ball out. Even from in the end zone, they take the ball out. And I bet if you did stats, you'd see the percentage of the time they get to the 20 is not worth the risk of taking the ball out of the end zone. But I don't know that for a fact, just my observation. 1st and 10 from the 14, the worst field position Kennedy's had as they try to come back from a 14-0 deficit. Lee back. No one in the backfield. 2 left, 2 right. Now here comes Garcet. Snap. Lee right, takes it himself, sweeps around. He's got some room. He cuts up. He's going to have a first down and then some. The biggest gain of the night for the Mustangs as Lee picks up about 16 yards. And that is more yards than they've had the whole game on the ground. Either way, they don't have any passes that are complete. They've got 12 yards so far. We said on 6 carries. They got 16 on 1. First down on the 30-yard line for the Mustangs. Big play. Lee, same thing. Nobody in the back. Someone will join him shortly. Somebody always comes around. Here they go is Garcet again. Snap. This time it's a handoff to Garcet. No, Lee still has the ball. Wow, what a tackle there. Who is that?
This time pushed down by number 14, Mateo Campbell.
Number 14, Mateo Campbell took him down, but that's a first down again for Lee. Lee is so good. I mean, we're up here in the air and we can see straight down. He's fooling the heck out of me. I don't know about anybody else. That's a 10-yard gain, so now he's got 26 yards on the last 2 carries. 1st and 10 from the 40, and Kennedy is moving the ball late in the first quarter. Lee back again. Oh, they had a couple of guys open here. If they snapped that quick, there was nobody covering left. Snap, fake handoff. Lee goes left this time. He gets around the corner, cuts up, and picks up 5, maybe 6.
Lee this time tries the left side of his line. Goes down by Anthony
Palmisano on the tackle.
After gaining 5 yards to the 45.
So he goes right, now left. 2 first downs in this drive. Surprisingly penalty-free game, only that 1 personal foul. And this will probably be the last play of the first quarter. Kennedy 2nd and 5 on the 45. Nobody joins him this time. He turns, he throws. Man breaks a tackle, looks like, can't tell who it is yet. Oh, he's caught from behind, thank goodness for Colonia. Let's see who caught it, and let's see who tackled him. I can't tell yet. 11, Leacock. So he went from, let's see, the 45. Let's see that play again. He went from the 45 to... But now they're bringing the ball back.
Holding on the offense. Number 10.
Nice play by Kennedy, but it's all for naught as they bring the ball back for holding. So it'll go back. It'll be a net loss of 5 on the play. Too bad. That was a really nice play. Leacock made a great move to get out. He took the ball and faked out the defender. And I didn't see who made the great tackle, but it won't count as a tackle because the play didn't count.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And that's the quarter. So at the end of one period of play, 1 quarter of play, I should say, it is Colonia High School 14, JFK nothing. There's the Colonia sideline. Coach Tom Rorty. Colonia is actually ranked 96th in the state of New Jersey. One of their losses was to St. Joe's, and everybody loses to St. Joe's. Another loss was to, I believe, Red Bank Catholic. All the teams in this conference in Middlesex play a short team in the short conference once. Ironically, Kennedy's only win was against Red Bank Regional. and one of Colonia's only 2 losses was to Red Bank Catholic. Kennedy has only 37 helmets that I can count. 37 guys active tonight. That is not a lot of guys to field a team that needs 22. Nobody goes both ways. Of course, a lot of guys do. Kennedy now 2nd and 10 from their own 40. Lee back. Gets the pass, throws it over to, off the hands of number 2, DeAndre Carter, and incomplete. I don't know how many games you can win suiting up only 37 players. I see at least a handful, I shouldn't say handful, a few that are in a uniform shirt, but not the pads, not the helmet. 37 is not a lot of bodies, folks, for a high school football team. Try to count Colonias in a minute. So 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs. And a penalty. Lee passing has 700.
Timeout.
Timeout Mustangs. Lee comes in with a, let's see where he is, 774 yards passing. 5.41 per attempt, 111 yards a game, which is very respectable. Quarterback rating of 44. DeAndre Carter has 1 pass for 39 yards, so 100% completion rating, and a 118 quarterback rating. Which is interesting only to really nobody, because it's only 1 pass in 7 games. But he can tell everybody that when he was a senior in high school, his quarterback rating was 118. And if no one asks, he's not going to tell anybody he only threw 1 pass and completed it. So 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs. Big play. He'd love to get a score before Colonia gets it and attempts to go up 3 scores. Snap back, throwing deep, picked. Yep, picked on the run. That's number 14 for Colonia. That was, oh boy, that was Mateo Campbell again.
Intercepted by number 14 of the Patriots.
And this is going to be a long night for the John F. Kennedy football team. That is a punt and 2 interceptions in their 3 possessions.
On the JFK 43-yard line.
Colonia starts with the ball in Kennedy territory. Their best field position of the night. They were 33 of 40 to 35, and now they start with only 48 yards to go to their 3rd score. See the Colonia, let me give you some of the offensive linemen. Number 74, Michael Gonzalez. 71, Oliver French. 53 is Kyle Foster. Shinsky lined up just off. Now he goes wide to the right, comes back. That was definitely something wrong with that play, boy. That was awkward.
Dead ball, false start on the offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat 1st down.
So it'll be 1st and 15 now. 54 for Colonia's Rob Palladino. We know number 10 we said is Kenny Shinsky. Haven't called his name yet, but he's a talented player. Number 9, Zawacki, we called him. Of course, he got a touchdown. Here comes Shinsky in motion now. Snap. Fake left, throws it over the middle, and it's picked by Kennedy this time. Garcet has it. He's up and he's running. There's a block in the back. I didn't see if anybody called it. He's still up, and crosses down to almost the 40. Interception, Maven Garcet. And just like that, Kennedy has the ball on the Mustang 41. Let's see that play again. Johnson, you can see where he's throwing it to number 10, but what coverage. And he stayed on his feet. Garcet did. He had help there by Lee. Now watch, there was I thought I saw a block, a pretty flagrant block in the back there, but no referee saw it. Boy, what a return. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 41. The play's ready to go. And there goes Lee, hands it up the middle. Nope, he keeps it himself, and he gets off right now. Fumble back to Colonia. Same guy, number 14's all over the place. Mateo Campbell now returns the fumble. One play after he intercepted the ball. Oh boy. That is not what JFK wanted. 3 straight turnovers for the Mustangs. Let's see that one again. Can't keep up here. Good strip. Who is that? Number 22. That's caused by Jordan Gutierrez. I mean, he got the fumble. Lee fumbled it, but that was a heck of a play by Gutierrez. So 4 of the last 5 possessions have resulted in a turnover. 1 by Colonia, 3 by Kennedy. There's Johnson, takes it himself, cuts up the right. Oh, he had one man to beat, it looked like, and he was taken down by Lee. He looked like he almost had one more burst of speed, and he would have been gone. 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1. Let's see if Colonia airs it out now. I think I would. Things are going fast and furious here in the 2nd quarter. Johnson back, Palmisano cuts across. Snap, fake. Quick pass in the flat end, number of holding. Not holding, I shouldn't say holding, penalty, not holding, I don't know yet. That was to Palmisano, but it might come back, let's see.
To Anthony Palmisano. Leacock with the tackle, penalty marker on the field.
They're moving the mark. What are they moving the chains for? They don't know what the penalty is yet.
Sideline warning on green.
Sideline warning on green. So let's see, that was a 41 of 50. That was an 11-yard gain. Snap, handoff, Pirro up the middle, gets a few, and he's knocked back. Picks up 2. Second down and 8 now for Colonia, looking to build on a 14-0 lead. Snap, roll left, pitch left. Good coverage. Pirro had nowhere to go. Cut off there by 85, Nicholas Lala of JFK, among others. Number 50 was there, Damon Washington. And of course Lee, who's all over the place. It'll be 3rd. Pirro looks like he lost the 2 he just gained. It'll be 3rd and 10. See if Colonia goes up to the air. The last time they did, they lost the ball on an interception. Handoff. Pirro's got room. Oh, not a first down though. Picks up probably a tough 5. 4th and little over 4. Let's see what they do. Colonia looks to the sideline. They're going to go for it. I think I would too. They're on the 34, so if they don't punt it into the end zone, if they punt it to the end zone, they'd only pick up 14. Fake handoff to Pirro. Johnson rolling right, no receiver open, but he throws it down hard. He came back for the ball and a flag. What a good play. Let me see who caught that. He did a
pass complete to number 15.
Number 15 of Colonia, Nick Michael, a senior.
Nick Michael, penalty marker
I've not called his name yet, but he had a great play. He was not open.
Ineligible receiver downfield on the offense. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. Repeat, 4th down.
Repeat 4th down. So it'll go from, I don't know if we can see it because we have ground level. I doubt we'll see who went over the line. But watch, you can't see it, but he came back for the ball like you see in the pros or college. See how he came back? He was going deep, and he saw that he wasn't open. He saw the quarterback rolling, so he was stopped and came back. Beautiful play. And that's the first time I think I've called Nick Michaels' name this year. And now they're going to punt. Goes up to 4th and 8. To say, oh, let's see what he can do. Snap's good. Boots it really, really high. It's going to land inside the 20. You're just at the 20. Rolls down. A beautiful punt. Gets it down to about the 10. So JFK will take over on the 10-yard line. Their worst field possession of the day. Fifth possession for Kennedy. Punt, interception, interception, fumble. Not the way you want to do it. Actually, a lot of possessions. It's the 10th possession of the game, and we're only 15 minutes into the game. That's because of all the turnovers. That's a lot of possessions at this point. Sometimes you see 10 for the whole half. Lee, high snap. Fumble! Ball's on the ground. Colonia's got it. Let's see if we can see who picked it up. Looks like it might be number 56 for Colonia. And that would be Matthew Sterneski. Nope, they say it's Rob Palladino that recovered it. So, boy, oh boy, you can't get any worse than Kennedy's offense right now. 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, and a punt. And now Colonia knocking on the door of a 21-0 lead with the ball 1st and 10, just outside the 10. They can get a first down. We're going to call it the 11. They take over with their 6th possession of the game. Took all of 6 seconds for Kennedy to give that one up, and it's 8:39 to go in the first half. Piru cuts up, cuts right, cuts left, and gets it down inside the 5. Number 77, Jeffrey Smith, comes in now for Kennedy. Replaces Maven Garcett as they go big with the goal line stand. It's not quite the goal line, but you get the point. Snap, fake, takes it himself. Nice spin, cuts around, picks up a few. He's inside the 5. That was the quarterback, Lee. He's going to have picked up 4, so Pira gets 5. Lee gets Johnson, gets 4, and now it's 3rd and 1 for the first down, 2 for the touchdown. Snap, fake. No, it wasn't a fake. It was a handoff, and it looks like he might have a first, but not a touchdown. They didn't mark a touchdown, so if it's that close, then it's a first down.
First down yardage to the 1.
It is a first down, so Colonia has 4 cracks at it now to open up a 3-touchdown lead. Snap, handoff Pirro. See if the pile gets pushed. Nope, gets pushed back. Maybe not try the middle anymore.
Pirro up the middle. Lee and Hill combined to make the
probably lost a yard.
2nd and goal for just outside the line.
Snap. Handoff. Now they'll lose a few. All of a sudden, the Kennedy defense is stiffening up. And Pirro loses about 4.
Fourth down for a loss.
No, he's already at the 2, so give him a loss of 3. And now let's see what happens. Will Colonia go to the air?
So it's 3rd and goal from the 4.
Or will they try to run something wide? They're bunched up again. Nobody split either side. Man in motion, snap. Now here comes Johnson by himself. He's got a whole flag already, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage by number 85, Nicholas Lala. Good defense. Kennedy coming alive on D. The offense not getting it done, so the defense says, let's do it ourselves.
Holding 54 on the offense.
Holding on Colonia. I would imagine.
Holding on the offense. Penalties declined.
Yeah, I was going to say that they
goal.
declined it. They want to put Colonia now in a field goal situation. I would imagine to say, yeah, there he is. He's coming on. He's a left hash mark, but he's a lefty kicker. Let's see what he can do on this one. It looks like it is from inside the 10. 8 plus 10 plus about a 20. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good and high. About a 28-yarder for Teseo. So the Kennedy defense bends but doesn't break and gives Teseo gets a 28-yard field goal to put the Patriots up 17-0. Nice job by the JFK defense. Had a lot of plays for loss in that drive.
Field goal is good, and we find out on the field the score is Colonia 17, Mustangs 0.
For JFK, the rushing stats. Lee not only leads the team in passing, leads the team in rushing. He's at 488 yards, a 4.03 average yards per carry, and averaging a hair under 70 yards a game. So he's thrown for 111. He's running for 70. Garced next with 212 yards, averages 30 a game. Everybody else under 100. Now, first time Teseo's kicking from our right to our left. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness, that is back. Lands just at the 2-yard line, and somebody better cover it. It landed hit the end zone. Boy, that's pretty lackadaisical play, because if that ball, like it landed on the 2, I don't know how they could tell from their angle if it landed into the end zone on the next bounce. It did, but I would have thought the guys would have been running harder just in case it didn't, because you pick up that ball and you got a touchdown. I remember a play 20 or 30 years ago, Giants-Eagles, where Haynes, the cornerback, was on the kick team. And the ball was just lounging around at the 1-yard line, almost going out of bounds. Everybody thought it went out of bounds. He picked it up and scored. JFK, 1st and 10 from their 20. They did a job on D. Let's see now if they can turn it around and see if the D sparks the O and they can do some damage here. They're down 17-0. Another touchdown by Colonia will be fatal. Snap to the running back, fake handoff. So they reversed it there. He did hand it off, wasn't a fake. The running back, Garced, took the snap and handed it off to Lee. A little reversal of action there. Lee got a yard. Other than 2 big runs by Lee of 16 and 10 yards, the Kennedy offense has done absolutely nothing. 2nd and 9 from the 21. Snap. Lee goes straight up, and boy, he is muscled down there. Let's see who that was. Number 53 for Colonia, Kyle Foster. He was manhandled and lost 2. That brings up 3rd and 11. Colonia would love a big stop here. They got plenty of time to get the ball and go back in. Just don't get the impression that Kennedy can put anything together on the ground for sure. And they've thrown 2 interceptions, so they're going to be a little gun shy there too. Lee takes it himself, cuts left, got a few, stood up by at least number 23 Matt Cruteau and number 74 Michael Gonzalez. So nothing to do there for the Kennedy offense again. And they'll be back to punt. Pirro is going to be back at around his own 45. He looks a little banged up. He's like walking cautiously there. Not quite limping, but beating he takes. He's not a big guy. All those carries, he takes a beating. High snap. Lee does the rugby kick and kicks it over. It might be going out of bounds. No, it lands in. And knocked out of bounds at the 43.
Punt is down by the Mustang coverage team at the 42.
So Colonia will take over at their own 42, I'll say. And they got 3:28. They'd love to see another run like Johnson in the first series where he went 48 yards for a touchdown, but they'll settle for a drive and a score and a commanding lead. Right now, 17-0 is going to be awful hard for Kennedy to come back from. They've shown no ability to move the ball on offense. They'll have to throw it up in the second half, especially if Colonia scores here. So let's see what the Patriots can do. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Snap. Oh, bad snap. Didn't pick it up easy, but Johnson gets out of trouble. Hopefully he can throw it here. No, he doesn't. And he gets taken down for about a 7-yard loss. There was nobody deep. I thought he could have thrown the ball quick in the area of somebody, but there was nobody there. There was trips right. I'm surprised there was nobody he could have just dished it off to and hit the ground with it. But the good thing is he picked the ball up on the second try and ran out of trouble, so he only lost 7, but he could have lost more. 2nd and 17 now from the 35. He goes back, throws in the right flat, almost picked off, it looked like. And was it complete? Yes, it was complete to number 9, Matt Zawacki. So his second catch of the night. He picks up 6, so it'll be 3rd and 11. So Kennedy might get the ball back unless Colonia can do something here. 3rd and a long 11. Snap. Quick pass in the right. Nothing doing well. I shouldn't say that yet. He picked up about 6. He avoided 1 tackle. I hate those passes in the flat like that. Let's see who caught that. Zawacki again. So it's going to be 4th and 8.
Timeout. Kennedy.
Timeout Kennedy as they figure, hey, we got a shot here at getting the ball back and possibly doing something. So Zawacki, I think we'll give him about 4 on that. He caught the pass, shook 1 tackle, and then got free. But 4th and 8 from your own 45 with a lead of 17-0. There's no reason to play around here. They're going to punt. And I'm joined now by my colleague, the great Craig Coughlin.
The late great.
The late great. Well, you're late, but you're not dead.
Right. So the great and late. But thank you for that kind introduction. I'm sorry, everybody. All right. I got a bone to pick with some people. Okay, so I had to be in it somewhere in Somerset, and I'm coming back, and I took the turnpike because it's really fast. Except they have all of the trucks lanes blocked off for like 2 exits, and nothing's going on in there.
Really?
Yeah. So what that means is everybody in the
car lanes,
and
it's bumper to bumper.
Bumper to bumper. So what the heck's going on there?
Gianfranco Tiseo, an excellent kicker and a punter, and looks to whistle. And can't be a timeout again. Oh, the guy's got to tie his shoe, the Kennedy receiver. I'll make a prediction. Officials timeout. I will make a prediction that Tiseo winds up somewhere playing in college. That kid, you can't kick like that. Yeah. The kid kicked 3 balls into the end zone, good kickoffs.
Wow, that's
his extra point. He got 2 extra points in the field goal, both center high over the goalposts.
We've seen lots of high school football, John, and
there you go. Look
unusual.
At that. That's not a
lefty
deep kick, yeah, but a nice high kick. I'll bet you he plays college ball. Someone will pick him up. And Kennedy will take over at their own 32.
with just under 2.5 minutes.
A lot of possessions here, Craig. Kennedy, punt, interception, interception, fumble, fumble, punt. And Colonia, touchdown, punt, touchdown, interception, punt, field goal, punt.
How far was the field goal?
About 28. I didn't really get a good read on it, but about 28. So this is the 14th possession of the half.
Wow.
How many times do you see 14 possessions in a half?
Not very often.
How many times do you see 4 turnovers in a half?
How many times do you see a field goal?
Yeah, true. First and 10, 32. Kennedy really has to get something done here. 2:26.
They have time. They have any timeouts? Let's see.
They're not doing well on offense. Snap, handoff. Number 3, Merced cuts and runs around the right. He's stopped there. He was tackled actually by 27 Matt Allardyce. I couldn't see. Somebody before that should get credit for half a tackle because he turned him in and prevented him from getting around the corner.
Well, the Kennedy numbers are nice and easy to read this time. Remember last time we did the game at Woodbridge, they wore their away white uniforms and their numbers were silver, and it was almost impossible to recognize. Kennedy down to 1 timeout though, John, I see. So.
2nd and 4. There's not been many plays of that kind of yardage for Kennedy all night. They're getting 2s. They're getting 3s. And here's the snap back.
Lee drops back.
Goes to the left, way over the head of number 2, DeAndre Carter.
Yeah, Lee got popped.
Yeah, come on, Smith hit him.
There he is, getting up.
And now it's 3rd and 4.
I was expecting a bigger crowd because I had
surprised.
I had a park in Avenel. I mean,
we're in Island, so that's pretty far. I'm surprised. Colonia is right around. It's 2.2 miles as you drive, and there's nobody on the Colonia side. I mean, nobody, but
yeah,
like.
Well, there's 1 second because the band's on this
side.
There
goes Lee. Lee goes. Oh, he's got 2. He's got 2.
He's
going way deep. Way deep for Leacock. He's got him. And he's going to score. Now he's short down outside the 5. Leacock was wide open. If he could have thrown it a little further, he would have gone in untouched.
It was a great throw because he got it there, but he was a little bit underthrown, and otherwise it would have been a touchdown. But that's just what the doctor ordered for
let's
Kennedy.
See that one again. Let's see where he started from. That's
lots of time. That's where it's. Look how much time he's got a chance to get deep.
See, he's walking, look, wide open.
You see a little bit underthrown, but he's all the way down to the 5, and now Kennedy really has to score.
That's about a 55-yarder. Colonia timeout so they can plan the defense. What a play.
That was a heck of a play.
Yeah, I said before with Leacock, I said this kid was all over the field the last time we saw them play against Woodbridge. He did everything. And he got free. Boy, did he get free. You wonder if when Lee pump fake, he didn't pump fake, he just didn't, it looked like he was ready to throw it.
It was kind of a pump fake, but yeah, I mean,
it wasn't fooling anybody, but it was more like he just had to adjust. But if he didn't do that, he might have got more on it. And might have been able to lead Leacock right into the end zone, but if they score, it doesn't matter.
Still was a big throw. I mean,
my goodness.
It had to be 50 yards, 60 yards in the air. Right?
It looked like about a 55-yard game, so it had to be 40, mid-40s and up in the air.
I had a lot of loft on it, and credit the JFK line on that play, John. He had all day to let him get deep and then to let him separate. Terrific play.
And Mateo Campbell's a defensive player in the first half. I think he's got both interceptions and the fumble recovery. I know he got one of the interceptions at least.
Pull him down at the 9. I thought it was closer to the 5.
Me too.
Here
comes Lee. He might get
some room.
He does.
Touchdown, Kennedy. Yep, there it is.
Kennedy needed that badly to keep this a game in the second half, and they got it. Thanks to the arm of Lee and the legs of Lee.
That was just what the doctor ordered for Kennedy. Minute 26. What'd that drive take, John? About 45 seconds or something?
Not even.
Colonia fans are going, Coughlin, get out of here.
Craig shows up and Kennedy scores. Now a big extra point because
they haven't missed one on the Colonia side, right?
Right. So
who is this?
17-9 is a lot different than 17-10. It'll force them to go for 2 next time if they miss it, and they make it.
Oh yeah. That was a good kick too. It landed almost on the track.
Yeah, he booted it. Was that Leacock the holder or Leacock the punter?
I think Leacock was the
kicker. Let me see the touchdown again.
I think it was 18. It was the kick. Fake, nice fake on the handoff and scampers around. Good block there by.
Number 1 made a good play to break off the block.
On the defense.
Was the penalty running into the kicker?
On Colonia. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
There was a penalty on Colonia, which will be enforced on the kickoff.
And that, usually those things don't matter much, right? But this one, it might matter a little bit because Colonia has 2 timeouts and 1:19, so
and they're explosive.
Yeah, Pirro is explosive in and of himself.
Johnson had a 48-yard run in the first possession, 5th play of the game. He took it in from 48 out.
This is my first time seeing the Patriots this year.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I saw them against North Brunswick and Woodbridge. It's my 3rd time for both teams. I saw Kennedy against North Brunswick and Woodbridge, and Colonia against North Brunswick and Woodbridge. Oh, no, Woodbridge we also saw against North Brunswick. No, Perth Amboy. So we've seen one whole bunch of games so far this year. I think we've been out every Friday night for 4 nights in a row.
Yeah, it's been a lot of weeks in a row.
Here's a note to ourselves, though. I hate calling games where we lose against a team not from town.
Right, so.
Like last week, Perth Amboy, the 21-0 was ridiculous. I saw some people tonight, I forget where I was, but they were telling me, maybe it was last night, and they were saying how they watched the game last week and they felt sorry for us because we're down 21-0. And we did everything but tell jokes just to keep the game moving. I mean, what do you say?
So, did you hear the one about?
Yeah. I don't like doing the crosstown games because someone loses.
Yeah.
But I really don't like losing to somebody outside of Woodbridge. Here's the kick. Oh, it's a short one. They better catch it.
Yep.
Number 5 knows better. He raises his hand. Kamani Smith.
Good field position, though, for the Patriots to start this drive with 1:19 to go.
Think about if they didn't have that 10-yard penalty, it'd be even better.
Right. Exactly right. No time went off the clock on that kickoff. That's a little bit surprising.
So
17-7. Again, John.
They'll take the ball at their own 31.
Feels like fall tonight,
it does.
though.
Tonight, for the first time, we have football weather.
Yep. Yep.
Every Friday so far this year, it's been shorts, short sleeve shirt, which is great, but doesn't feel like football.
Yep.
Tonight kind of has a little nip in the air.
Yeah, a little nip in the air. You got your fleece on.
Yeah,
I brought a sweater and put that on at halftime. So.
Snap. Johnson right, holds it himself. Off tackle. Still on his feet.
Nice
cuts
move.
all the way around. He's
Direct
still going.
traffic there as he goes.
He's still going out of bounds, short of the first, but not by much.
That play was slow to develop, and
and
Johnson took his time. You could see him, I think a couple of times he was directing his lineman who to block, so he was patient on that run.
The good news is he got out of bounds, so stops the clock at 1:10.
2 timeouts. No, there's 1 timeout. That's right. They called a timeout.
They called
on the defense before, or by the defense.
2 left, 1 right. Snap, back, throwing deep,
throw it.
Way deep. He's got a man deep. Got him.
Did he catch it? Yes, he did.
He did.
What a catch. What a throw.
He had him. Yeah, we could see that. Who got it? Who got it? Let's see.
We got to see that. We'll see that one again.
Let's listen to Nancy. She always gets it right. I think it's number.
She's got binoculars.
15, maybe.
It's a heck of a throw.
Is that Nick Michael, number 15?
I don't know. We didn't have it there long enough. Now it swings
Pass
it out.
The drop. Michael couldn't hold it. Lee, can we see that play again? We might see who got that big gainer.
That was Nick Michael.
All right, let's see. They went from, they started at the 42, 49, all the way down to 20? The 20, so a 31-yard gain in the air. I saw Nick Michael come out of there, one of the 3 guys, but I couldn't tell who caught the pass.
The placement on that
perfect pass. Perfect pass.
Here it is again.
No, this is the live play.
Sorry. Little motion by the Patriots. Snap back.
Going to the end zone.
Throws it in the end zone.
A little far.
Yeah, a little overthrown.
Oh, boy, he had number 11 there. He had Luke Pirro. Let's see if we can see that big gainer again. All right, there's 2 guys right. There's a 3rd guy joining them. There it is. There he goes. I still can't see it.
Stay on that. Can we?
It's not. I think it might have been number 15, Nick Michael.
Or it might have been number 5. Who's number 5? Kimani Smith?
Oh, it was 15, Nick Michael. He's got 2 big catches tonight.
That was another one that was in the air for a long time. The line of scrimmage, it looked like it was actually further back than the 49, but he was standing out of the shotgun. Anyway, let's see what they do right here.
Oh, Kennedy, Colonia hopes not. No, timeout, Kennedy.
Timeout.
3rd and 10.
Guess they saw a little, and some of Kennedy players look a little gassed there, so they may need to.
Yeah, maybe.
Break time, 49 seconds.
Leacock limping. Yeah, 49 seconds. If they get a first down.
Not really a factor. Patriots with
one
timeout still, so they can use the middle of the field.
Yeah, it's 4-down territory.
Well, they got a kicker, though. They got a kicker.
That's true. That's true.
And we see from field level. It's a nice shot. Good job. Patriots. So I'll tell you what, this would be a tough blow to Kennedy if they let them get in. If they let the Patriots get in the end zone, right? They get just what the doctor ordered on the other side of the ball, and then they give it right back. So this is a big possession. Plus, somebody like the Patriots have made a living scoring at the end of the first half and the beginning of the second half.
3rd and 10 now for Colonia. He sends Michael to the left. Can't tell who that is up on the right. And here we go, 3rd and 10.
Motion.
Shinsky goes in motion. Johnson back, goes to the end zone. He's got a man. Oh, flag, and it's incomplete.
Going to be pass interference. Intended for Matt Zawicki.
Number 9, I think. Zawacki.
Sorry.
Let's see that one again. If it is PI.
Let's look at it again. Looks like it was pretty good. Let's see if the.
Yeah, it's going against Kennedy.
Defensive.
I don't know.
It's half the distance from the 20. You got to bring it to the 10, which would give it a first
down. But I'm not sure about that, John.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
That was looked like pretty good defense there.
I agree, but it's 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st and goal from the 10, I suppose. I don't see the other marker, so they must be inside of it. 44 seconds, plenty of time, and you're right. This would deflate the Mustangs going into the locker room.
Yeah, I mean, they just get the big play. Let's see what happens now.
They got time for 4 shots here.
Well, certainly within field goal range, right?
But yeah, for their guy. Here comes a pass.
Going to throw right.
Oh, that might be a... No?
No.
Looked like he might have held him a little bit. It's incomplete.
I think the receiver stopped on that play.
Maybe.
Might have been a little confusion on the route.
I thought maybe he was held.
Because he looked like he was turning it upfield, right? To square up.
That's why I thought maybe he was held, but maybe he just stopped on his own. 2nd and 10, only took 9 seconds off the clock.
The clock can't go fast enough for the Mustangs.
Well, they're looking at least a field goal attempt.
Yep.
And with as good as Tiseo is, they'll be lucky to hold them to a field goal. That's their goal right now. Passing formation again. Back, looks left this time.
And now he gets some pressure.
Wow, he's sacked. Doesn't get back to the line, so it'll be 3rd and 14.
Not bad, though. He minimized the damage there, did Johnson. He got the ball forward a little bit, so he only lost 4 on the play.
You certainly don't want to throw it away. Throw a pick. 1 play to go. They better have that timeout. They better use it. Here comes Pirro.
Pirro
cuts up.
Darts around. Not going to get a touchdown, but.
And now let's see if they bring in Tiseo. I imagine they would. Why not when the kid's that good? Trupa on the stop.
3 seconds, 2 seconds to go, and the Patriots call their last timeout. So they're clearly we're playing for the kick.
That's their 3rd and final timeout.
Good clock management there by the bench. Coach Tom Rorty for Colonia.
Sure that the Mustangs won't get the ball.
Tiseo, he's on the right this time, right hash mark.
Did he transfer to?
Yeah, he's from Kennedy.
Yeah, he went to Kennedy.
I mean, did we do the first game? Were you there with us when we did Colonia Woodbridge when The kid was kicking the ball to the moon.
Yes, yeah, that was him. It's okay, so he's going to put the ball down on the 16
plus 17, so a 33-yarder. Actually, the last one might have been more than 28. I might have miscounted.
No, it's 16 plus 10.
Oh, right. I meant said you're putting him back 7 already, and it's up and good. Yeah. Look at that nice kick.
Yeah, it's good. So he makes the 26-yarder to go along with his 27-yarder, John.
And time runs out with Colonia recovered after that big play by Kennedy. Cut the lead to 10. Colonia grabs the momentum back with a late field goal and heads into the locker room up 20-7. Let's see all the scores from the half here. First up, we got Taj Calvin Johnson for 48 around the right, untouched. Watch this, Craig. Right there, not a hand on him.
Look at that.
Look at the acceleration.
You're
look
right.
At him.
Not a hand on him.
Not a hand on him until maybe he gets to the end zone. Next up, we got the pass to Zawacki.
Nice play.
Next up, we got the field goal to make it 17-0. Here comes
Mustangs answer
Kennedy
back.
As Lee takes it to the right and squeaks in. And another field goal by Teseo. So that's the half, folks. Colonia 20, Kennedy 7. We'll be back. This is a good game. Hope you stay with us. JFK High School. John McCormick, Craig Coughlin, as Colonia kicks off with a 20-7 lead over JFK.
I think they got that swing in the arms. That's
yeah, well,
cool.
they want to give that some extra movement, not that it needs any. Bang! Oh, there's that's still a long one, but it's down to the 5. Boy, he's slipping. He got the ball only to the 5-yard line.
It's going to be a touchback. And so the Mustangs will start the second half at their own 20. They trail 20-7.
Sloppy first half, really, for Kennedy. 3 turnovers, 1 turnover for Colonia. Colonia scored on 4 of its 7 possessions, though.
Strong finish for the Mustangs, right? They didn't have much offense throughout the game, but then they had a big play, as you said, John, at the end.
So 1st and 10, Kennedy.
Counterpunch was a little tough. The Mustangs are lucky they held them to a field goal there.
Yeah, we'll see if they capitalize on that. They got the touchdown and basically the stop. Fake pitch, almost a loose ball. Big loss, I should say. Probably down about 5 yards on a very awkward-looking exchange.
Yeah, that looked dangerously awkward, didn't it? So the ball kind of popped up and
lost of 4. Merced went up with it. Just like that, Kennedy in trouble to start the second half. We don't do yards, but in the first half, I don't think Kennedy had 50 yards of offense.
Wow,
well, they did, counting the one play, right? That was 55. I should say running. They had maybe 50 yards and change running the ball.
Empty backfield, and now
there goes Merced, gets the handoff. All the way around, he's going to have a no, it's the wrong marker. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Must have picked up 7 or so on that play, maybe 8, and he had a nice head of steam as he headed around the end there, but
3rd and 8 now for the Mustangs. And stop here by Colonia would give them the ball in very good field possession. One more score by Colonia, I think it's going to be really hard.
Touchdown, I think.
Yes, I should say. Well, even a field goal puts them up 2 scores plus. A field goal puts them up 3 scores.
Yeah,
Kennedy doesn't have much of a kicking game. So field goal or touchdown, I think it's going to be dire for Kennedy. Lee keeps it. He's going to be. Was about to be sacked and it's picked off and he's on the ground.
Did he get it?
I think so. Number 27, Matt Allardyce. I think he got it. Yet.
Referee's going to talk about this. I didn't.
Get his back to him. Now they're saying incomplete. No, that doesn't mean incomplete. That's just kind of saying.
Stop the clock.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's their ball. It is. Allardyce with the pick.
They're going to say Colonia ball.
Let's see if we can see it. No, we couldn't see if he had his hands under it.
Unless we got a different angle.
Let's see it.
We only could see his back from the first play. He's in trouble. Kind of makes a mistake here. Throws it out there.
Oh, yeah. No. On further review, that is not a catch.
Look at that ball. If there was a review, that would be overturned. But
number 53, Kyle Foster, gets a lot of credit for that play because he's the one that pressured Lee, had him by the ankle, and boy, good thing for Colonia. They don't have official replay in high school.
I'll tell you what the best play of that was, the camera work on that. Great job, guys. Yeah. That was the perfect angle. You could see it came loose.
I'm surprised the ref couldn't see it. It was right under the guy's butt there. It was clearly out. And now
get a whistle.
False start.
You know, Aladar saying to his friends, I didn't catch that.
Dead ball, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Well, Allardyce wasn't exactly.
I'm sorry.
Allardyce wasn't exactly like claiming it was a receipt. You know, he wasn't animated, I should say.
Now the pressure really shifts to the Mustang defense. They need a stop here. They can't. As you point out, John, even a field goal here is perilous for them.
1st and 15.
Johnson hands it
there
off
goes
inside.
Shinsky, first carry of the game, and he's stopped.
Nice hit. Nice hit.
Yeah.
There. Who is that? Number 5.
That was number 5, Lee, the quarterback.
Yeah, quarterback.
I think that was Shinsky's first carry. He might have got 2 back after the 5-yard penalty. We'll leave him with 2nd and 13. So maybe the Kennedy defense is roughening up here, toughening up here. Snap fake goes to Pirro left. Pierre's going to come around the outside. He's going to have some room.
Yeah, he's got a great
He's going to cut it up. He's got a great
room.
blocker there. He's number 20. He gets down inside the 5. Let me see who made that. 21 was the blocker. Charlie Tamburello sprung him.
Son of
and he's inside the 5.
Ezio Tamburello, right?
Yep.
Board of Ed member.
So he was second and 13. He picked up 18. And this will be the finishing touch on the game, I'm afraid. If Colonia can get it in, and they should. Here comes Shinsky's going to score.
Upfield. No, I don't think
short?
He got in. No.
If he didn't, he's right at the line.
No, referees are signaling he's short. He's going to bring up second and inches from the inches mark. Kennedy band trying to excite their classmates.
Handoff Pirro, and he's in.
That's it. Yeah, he's a walk-in touchdown. Patriots. Pirro's first score of the day, right, John?
Yep. Let's see. We had Zawacki with 1, Johnson with 1, and of course the 2 field goals. Teseo on for the extra point. And a 20-point Colonia lead if he makes it. He's not missed yet. He's good.
He's real good.
That would have been good from quite a ways back. So 27-7 Colonia. And now you're looking at Kennedy needing 3 touchdowns in 20 minutes of ball, where they might only have 3 possessions. Let's see the touchdown again.
This is kind of easy.
Yeah.
I think I could have scored that. No, probably not.
I don't think so.
No, I was on the inside. If he had gone outside.
Only if you had me blocking for you.
Yeah.
There's the Colonia cheerleaders. And this is entertaining watching this kid kick.
Yeah, it is.
I'm telling you, 2 landed in the end zone. 1 the guy caught, but if he didn't reach up and catch it, it would have landed in the end zone. And 1 went to the 5. If he doesn't get a look from some, D3 school somewhere, I'd be very surprised.
Here we go. Let's see how deep this one goes. Kind of a line drive. Going to bounce again
on
at the 5. Up to the 10, 15, 20.
Oh, stop cold. He barely got to the 20. I said before that my preference is you don't return a kick inside the 5, certainly not from the end zone.
Right.
And I don't watch really much pro football anymore, frankly. I'm like a lot of people in America that are tired of it. But when I used to watch, anybody returning a ball from the first 5 yards in the end zone is making a mistake. And I don't know the stats, but I'll bet you that the odds are strongly against getting back to the 20.
Right. They're kind of on the way to eliminating kickballs. You know that?
Are they really?
Well, I mean, they moved it up, right?
Yeah.
So they're almost.
Well, they made it so that they don't want returns. Right. They're high injury plays.
Yeah.
Lee got it himself. Cuts right. He's behind the line, tripped up. Let's see who did that. That was, I'm watching him, number 5 for the defense, Kamani Smith. He lost 2. I'm not even going to bother keeping stats anymore, boys. It's tough keeping stats and calling a game,
It is.
2nd and 12 for the Mustangs. Every play is important now. They got to get first downs. They got to get in the end zone. Three right, 1 left. Now gets the running back, and Lee sees nobody.
Oh, lots of room
runs
now.
Himself,
makes a nice play. Oh, nice
Still
cutback.
Up.
He's going to have first down and more.
Still up.
Out to the 40 beyond it, all the way out to about the 43. That was a heck of an individual play there by Lee.
That's about a 25-yard run by Lee. So.
And he did most of that on his own, John. He was kind of nifty. It went left, then he cut it back up, and he broke a few tackles. And the reward was the coach didn't make him run all the way to the sideline to get the play.
See that play again.
Nothing there. He tucks it under. Escapes right here. Kind of nipping at his heels. Now he cuts it back up. Avoids a couple tackles. Breaks one there. And then finally, I guess that's Allardyce.
Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 43. Snap. Pass on the sideline. Caught by Leacock, and he gets to the 50. Gain of about 7.
Yeah, that's a good play there.
Lee averages a hair under 70 yards a game rushing. And my unofficial stats, he's got 35, 38, and that was about a 25 or so. He's over 60. Leacock's been quiet, but boy, that kid can play. Did you call the game? Woodbridge, right? You called Woodbridge.
Woodbridge, yeah.
Colonia, Woodbridge Kennedy. He was all over the place.
He had a big catch against against Woodbridge too, right? Didn't he?
I don't remember the details. I just know we called his name all night.
Yeah. Remember number 11.
Snap back, looking, rushed again, gets out of it.
Yeah.
This time he'll get the
first. Get a first down. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, he had the first, and then he kind of darted back, and then he kind of fell forward.
He was still on his feet. If he got tackled back there, that might not have been forward progress.
Yeah. But it is a first down, and so the Mustangs are on the march with 6:06 to go here in the 3rd quarter, trailing 27-7. Kind of said this a bunch of times throughout the game, John. They really need a score.
Well, I like to look at the time because, you know, I'm a freaky numbers guy.
Yeah.
So they could score a touchdown here, but there's a lot of time off the clock since they got the ball already.
Right.
So you figure they're going to have 3 possessions, maybe an outside shot at 4.
Well, there were 14 possessions, you said, in the first half.
Yeah,
right?
but it's not going to happen here. That's a high snap. Here comes Lee, cuts up. Nothing doing. Maybe he got a yard.
Yeah.
But you know Colonia's not going to throw the ball in the second half, the whole rest of the second half. They're going to keep the ball on the ground, a couple first downs each series.
Yep.
And Kennedy won't get the ball more than 3 possessions.
And the clock goes tick, 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 right? 5:18 to go now.
Kennedy 1-6, but actually Sean Daly before the game, I said, what's Colonia? He said 5-2. I said, oh, so they're in the playoffs. He says, believe it or not, we're not out of the playoffs.
Really?
I don't know who else is there or what the records are. I know Stevens is not good. They might not have a win, but there's 12 teams and 8 make the playoffs.
Yeah, but remember, Stevens may not be in the same group as them because they...
Oh, that's true. Oh, hold. Fumble!
That is a fumble.
Colonia ball.
Colonia right there to recover it.
And that's it.
But let's see what
Picked
the flag
was.
Picked
up by
number
23, Matt Cruteau.
Did you say there was a flag?
I said there should have been. It looked like a hold. It was a definite hold.
Well,
Kennedy
if it was a hold, it wouldn't have been. It wouldn't change
mattered.
anything. So the Patriots get another turnover.
Let's see that play again.
Get another turnover.
Another turnover. That's the 5th one.
There is a flag. You were right.
There is a flag? Watch. There's the hold. The hold number 5.
Yeah, nice hit there. Knock the ball loose. If it's against the Mustangs, the Patriots will decline it and take the ball. 5
turnovers for JFK now.
And they do.
And that is probably all she wrote. So I was talking to somebody last night at Nancy's event. It was listening to the game last week.
Yeah.
We listened to his call, and there's Johnson
going to keep it.
Looked like he had an easy pitch. Now he gets a block by Pirro.
First down.
Still on his feet.
Yeah, and run down inside the 30.
Pirro, when he doesn't have the ball, is still in the game. He made 1 block in the first half that was a killer.
Really?
So anyway, he says to me, I felt sorry for you guys. In the 4th quarter of a game, the home team is down 21-0. You're calling a game. You did everything but start to tell jokes.
Right, exactly.
And I said, what are you doing home on a Friday night listening to us?
Yeah, right.
Who's got the better life, man?
That's right.
First and 10 at the 30. It's fun enough. If you're a high school football fan and you can see a game live, it's pretty cool.
It's great.
You just have to put up with us as your announcers.
Yeah,
First and 10, Johnson back, runs it left. Straight run, cuts right, runs a new zone man, still on his feet, cutting around, first down, picked up about 15 inside the 20.
Calvin Johnson.
Now you're going to get to the point where I always harp on it whenever I call a game in any sport. When the game is over, except for the final score, that you don't want to have your stars in the game. If you're going to make a run on the stage, you need Johnson, you need Pirro.
Yeah, but it's only 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. They're never going to take that. Here's Pirro. I don't disagree with you. It was like, by the way, I take the other thing of that is in preseason football, if I were a professional coach, they could find me whatever they wanted to find me. I would not play one starter in all of the preseason. Yeah. You see it happen to these guys. Look at Odell Beckham. That's when he first got hurt.
He first hurt his ankle, right?
Right. He never really got over that. Now he's first gone for the season. But it ain't worth it.
He's one of the reasons I don't like watching football anymore.
You're a Giant fan.
I am a diehard Giant fan, but
there's a handoff around the left side.
Oh, that might be a horse. What do you call it? Oh.
No, I think he got hit from below.
Yeah, maybe. It looked like he had him around the neck.
He did. Look at it. Yeah, let's see it again.
Let's see it again.
See if it was his neck or his shoulders. I think it might have been his shoulders.
Pirro cuts left.
Nice move. He's a nifty runner, man, isn't he?
Nope.
No,
he's okay. He's okay.
He just go hammers.
Yeah, he's okay.
The guy on the ground hit him around the legs, but tell you what, he still kept on going, man.
First and goal inside the 10 now for Colonia. Pirro left, cuts right, still on his feet, comes down inside the 5. You know, he is one tough kid.
Yeah, it's a
the
family
smallest guy in the field.
Family trait. They're all nice kids, too.
They're all great kids. The daughter's a doll, too. She's up and coming, but she doesn't play football.
No, probably not.
Good softball player, though. She was on the field in the wiffle ball tournament.
Yeah.
When the guys that work in your office, you had my office, you had Casey, you had Harris, you had Stanesky. They played Debbie Means wiffle ball tournament against the 7th grade girls. Jillian Kerr was one of them. Yeah. And I was in the stands rooting for the 7th grade girls.
And they won.
They beat our guys. Here's Johnson, catches himself and gets the touchdown.
Another touchdown for Calvin Johnson. And
his second one of the night, and it's all over for Kennedy.
It's Katie bar the door at this point. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go. And the Patriots with the chance to take a 34-7 lead.
That's one of those cool things Debbie started since she's become a councilwoman. The wiffle ball tournament, all proceeds go to charity.
Yep.
And it's a lot of fun.
It's a good event. The community shows up.
Yep. We're way too old to play, man. You got these college kids, these high school kids. Look at that kick. What a smooth kicker he is.
And it's got a lot of distance on that. So he's perfect. And that makes it 34-7. Yeah, Debbie's done a lot of good things.
Let's see the Calvin Johnson TD again. He is shifty.
Yeah.
Almost untouched. So Colonia will go to 6-2. Definitely heading for the state tournament.
Oh yeah,
The problem is you got waiting for them probably with the #1 seed as their nemesis, Phillipsburg. Remember we went there? Were you with me when we went?
Yeah, we went to the Rutgers Stadium, right?
Right. That was double overtime.
Yeah.
Teddy Adewusi got taken down at like the 4 or the 2-yard line, or was it a pass and he just missed the first down? I forget the details. Now here's the bet: in the end zone or no? I say yes.
I'm going to go. He's going to go 3 in a row that don't make the end zone.
I win. No, you win, you dog.
Takes it again at the 5, 10, 15, 20, and there he's met at about the 22.
With a host of defenders.
Look, if you're the Mustangs now, you just want to sustain the drive, get a score.
You can come off the field, your head high if you score again. They're up against a better team, let's face it. I said before, there's 37 helmets I counted on Kennedy.
Yeah.
How do you play a varsity game with 37 kids?
It's tricky.
I mean, a lot of guys go both ways, but you probably have some sophomores on there. They're there just to dress, not to play. So your population of players to draw from is even less than 37. First and 10 Mustangs from the 22. Lee alone in the backfield. Now here comes Shinsky, and he cuts up. Shinsky's wrong team. I got the wrong team. 10 is Dennis Howard. At a penalty.
Well, I think he got caught around the neck there. Let's see what that.
A reasonably penalty-free game when you think some of the games we've seen where there's 15 penalties.
The last one we did, the Woodbridge JFK game was.
It was ridiculous. It's going to be against Colonia. You're right on the call.
He got him.
5-yard face mask penalty on the defense. Okay. It's a 5-yard penalty from the end of the run. We're going to repeat first down.
I saw his neck snap.
Yeah.
Or his head snap back, kind of. And
let's just hope the guys don't get crazy now and get, with the cheap shots.
Yeah, it can get chippy. That wasn't an intentional.
No, not at all. Not at all.
He didn't do that on purpose.
First and 10. No, first and 1.
Trying to make a tackle. Caught the face mask.
How often do you see first and 1?
Yeah, right.
Wait, it can't be first. They got at the end of the run. It can't be first. There goes Merced around the left.
Spot foul.
He's got to touch the first down over to across the 40.
I guess it was a spot foul and they moved it forward 5 yards.
Yeah, but on the end of the play, so the play counts.
I said we're going to repeat first down. He said.
I don't know.
It's 34-7.
I'm just confused, but maybe I don't understand the rules well enough.
I guess they get the play and they add it to the end of the play.
Yeah, but how can you repeat first down if they get the play?
Good point.
It's either 2nd and 1 or 1st and 5.
Guess not.
Now it's 1st and 10. That's all forgotten.
Well, usually when you get a penalty, you repeat the play.
Yeah, but you don't get the play.
Well, you do.
You can't get both. Here comes Lee. He's taken down with a gain of about 4 by number 23 is Matt Cruteau. 2nd and 5. I'm not a high school football rules expert. I guess we should take a course someday.
Yeah.
I wish there was something we could read. I mean, there's got to be rules, but who the heck has time for that?
Not you, nor I.
We get to the game 5 minutes beforehand. I barely had time to film the opening today.
I got here 20 minutes. I got here end of the second quarter. No, but I think, if you had, you're right. You don't usually get the benefit of the play and anything. I don't know.
And pick up a down. Something's wrong to me there, but like I said, I'm not the expert. 2nd and 5. Sole backfield player is Lee. He's going to roll right, throw deep. It's a wobbler picked off by Colonia. That Mateo Campbell is all over the place.
Out the midfield.
He got pushed down.
Nice shove by
DeAndre Carter. We got to get Campbell on afterwards. I think that's his 3rd pick, and I know he has the fumble. The only one I can't remember is if he has the 1st pick.
Lee looks like he's hurt.
And there's a flag on the play way over here, though.
Lee made a mistake there. He threw off his back foot. He forced it, and it kind of sent a floater up there. And
roughing the passer on the defense. 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. First down.
And so that'll
we got to see that one again. Hopefully we can see it. I didn't notice that. I was looking and it looked like Mateo was the intended receiver almost.
See.
Oh no.
I mean that. Unless the other guy hit him.
Yeah.
Unless the other guy hit him, that certainly wasn't.
But Mateo is having himself a game and a half.
Yeah. Unless somebody came in and hit him after we lost the film, it certainly wasn't.
Lee, can you get any different angle? See, did you cover the quarterback later, maybe?
You just need it longer and not. The angle was fine. You just need a little length. But
Lee's up, which is good. He's limping. Let's see if we can see something again on that play. Oh, this could be good.
Slow motion.
So that's not it. There you go. There you go.
It was the 2nd guy who got him, but that's always tricky, right? The kids.
Nah, he could have held up.
Maybe. It's easy to see in slow motion.
Yeah.
He only maybe took a step and a half.
Yeah, but he was straight at him right after the release. That's a tough position to be in for the quarterback, and you get hit smack.
Well, it is.
Right smack in front of you.
So
1st and 10 at the 40.
Who's in at quarterback?
I can't tell yet. Number 2. That is DeAndre Carter. He's listed a wide receiver DB. High snap, penalty flag. Let's hope this game doesn't turn into one of those.
Yeah, 13 seconds to go. First
could
half.
be. It could be against the offense,
quarter.
but the unfamiliarity with the quarterback. Maybe something went wrong, false start, and it looks like that could be it.
Lee's coming back in. That's good news for the Mustangs.
He was limping heavy. That was not a light limp.
He's not limping now. It's good to be 17 or whatever.
Yeah, Jason Santiago. They're probably 17 if it's the fall. They turn 18 in the senior year. I mean, after January, their senior year.
Is he? Oh, he's an 11th grader. Okay. Never
mind. Is he?
Yeah.
Then he can't be anywhere near it.
It's not that.
1st and 15 now for the Mustangs.
The recuperative process is much quicker when you're in 11th grade. And now we got another whistle. Let's see what this is about. Yeah.
No,
it's the end of the first quarter. Okay, reset the ball. And that'll do it. We reached the end of 3 quarters with the score. Colonia 34 and JFK 7. Take a break. We'll be back.
Can't take a break. We're live.
Oh, we're live. Oh, sorry. Well, welcome back. I missed you.
Where you been?
There's some of the.
There's the JFK band. There we are.
In your upper right-hand corner.
With Jerry Plutkowitz, the JFK clock keeper, Nancy Cattell.
Hey,
what's going on? Man,
Nice,
my face is red.
here.
Am I always that red?
Yeah. Well, not always.
Yeah, it's the Irish skin. Nancy Cattell, the game announcer. Jerry Plutkowitz, the scoreboard keeper. A couple of the Kennedy coaches here with us.
And a few more up top.
A lot up top, yeah. Well, Colonia guys are up top. See, the Kennedy guys get the benefit of the box. The Colonia guys got to stand up top in the wind.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad plan if you're the home team, right? We also have heat in here. If it, don't need it tonight.
We don't really need it. A little bit of a wind, not too bad.
A little bit of a nip in the end.
Got a Colonia guy playing free safety back there. 1st and 15. Big rush. Nice pass.
Yeah, that was a nice design play.
Nice.
A lot of room here to run.
Oh, he just got tripped up there. Who was that on the ground
Number
that got
9,
him?
I think. Oh, it was Alan Hill. Makes the play. That was
Mateo Campbell with the tackle.
That was a well-designed and
really
well-run
was.
play. Good job by the Mustangs there.
At times they look like they're really crisp. Mateo Campbell having an amazing night.
Just underway here in the 4th quarter. Happy to be with you from the campus of JFK High School.
Beautiful campus. Next to us is a brand new baseball field. Here's a brand new turf football field, soccer field, and the track is new, and the tennis courts are new, and the gym is new.
Takes the handoff.
There's Lee keeps it himself.
He'll get 2 or 3.
The auditorium
like 3 or
seating
4,
is new, and the parking lot is new.
Softball field is new.
Softball field is way back that way. Right, I forgot about that.
That's where I'm parked.
Oh, yeah. Kennedy used to have to go to Merrill Park for practices. They had to get in a bus and go to practice. That's awful.
Yeah. Good job then.
You can see, all right, you don't have a home field, which is awful too, but to think you had to get on a bus to go practice.
Right. Mustangs in no hurry here. Lee directing a little traffic, lining up everybody up. Now he takes the snap.
Oh, quick rush. He's in trouble. Gets the ball off. Looks like to Leacock again, is it?
No, it's Carter.
It was an 11. Oh, number 2. All right.
He was dancing out there trying to create some space, but to no avail, and so he loses probably 3 yards on that play, and he'll bring up 3rd and 11.
There were kids on the Kennedy track team and even the Colonia track team that spent 4 years on the track team without ever having a home track meet because the tracks were.
Wow.
Colonia's case, it was condemned. In Kennedy's case, you couldn't have a competition by any stretch. You know, when budgets get tough, the first thing that gets cut is capital, and the first thing that gets cut in capital is often athletics.
Yeah. Now they have 8 lanes.
Beautiful track. The only one of 2 in the county, I believe.
Really?
I think maybe South Brunswick. Oh, snap right to the running back.
Look
hands
at that.
Off to Lee.
They snapped it to the running back.
And Lee gets a first down.
Nice run by.
Not the first time they've done it. They've done that a couple times tonight.
Yeah. They snapped it to Garcet. He handed it off to Lee. Another well-run play, design play by the
They got spurts
Mustangs.
of really, really nice offense, and we saw them have a big defensive stop when they needed it. First and 10 from about the
Garcett in motion
17.
again. Snap it.
Hands off the. Here we go. Wow.
Wrestled down.
Nice tackle. Let's see if I can see who that is. I've got my eye on him.
Number 1?
27. No. That was Allardyce. That's a name we've called often.
Oh, yeah.
Over the years.
Yep.
Big athletic family, starting with the games we call in the Mayor's Trophy grammar school tournaments. We've covered some middle school sports. Not lately, though. We covered middle school sports when it first came out.
Yep.
We did some basketball and some softball and baseball, but it's just too hard to get all that time out.
Yeah.
2nd and 6. Snap deep, thrown to the sideline, complete. Hit immediately.
Knocked that
short of the first.
Who's the receiver?
Clock will run, which is good for Colonia.
Leacock, yeah.
This will be 2-down territory now.
I think so, yeah.
Leacock limping back. He's been limping a lot of the game.
Oh, let's see. Hope he's okay. Some of these guys, you know. Remember when Mickey Rivers played for the Yankees? He would look like he could be feet hurt when he stepped on him.
Yeah.
And then he'd steal 40 bases.
He had a permanent limp. He looked like his back was always hurting.
If the Leacock fans listen, I'm not insinuating that he didn't twist his ankle. I'm hoping he's okay.
Well, he didn't come out, did he?
No, he's wide left now, and he looked fine trying out. No, he's wide. Where is he?
There goes Garcett.
Right.
He hands it to him, and he's going to get. He's getting the first.
First down and more.
Can't tell if he scored. Nope.
Yeah, there's Mr. Leacock.
Another decent play. Picked up a handful of yards. 1st and goal from the 3.
So the Mustangs not giving up?
No, that's good. They are not giving up. I like that. I'm going to go ballistic, though, if Pirro and Johnson are in the game in the next series.
Get ready.
Oh, no, I'm fearful. Nobody listens to me. Everybody moving around now. The right side goes left, the left side goes right. Nobody in the backfield.
So you know they're going to run the ball.
As usual, somebody comes in, and now he takes it up the middle himself. Does Lee, and he looks like he's going to be short unless the late surge got him over. No word yet, and it's not a touchdown.
A couple yards short.
I would bet he's inside the 1, though.
No.
Well, maybe not. No. Now to look at the TV, no. Nice, it's a 2. 3 shots to get in.
On every play, the Mustangs run it so Garcett gets there just as the ball snapped back.
Right.
Timing is really great in terms of watching it, and then sometimes he catches it, and most times he doesn't. But watch, it's close every time. And here we go. See, right there. This one's a little slow, but Garcett's going to get a touchdown.
Touchdown, Kennedy.
So Garcett scampers in from
a 5'9", 160-pound junior.
And the Mustangs score again.
And that's good. You know what? That's good.
34-14. Or 13, I'm sorry. I'm going to kick the extra point.
It livens up the band, livens up the cheerleaders.
Kareem Hafaz on to kick the extra point, I believe. It's number 18.
I didn't notice who kicked the last one.
He did. Snap is back.
Blocked. Boy, they came right through. Number 1, Kareem Smith, among others, came straight through the center of that Kennedy line to block it.
So you see a little bit of the frustration on the Kennedy's play. So yeah, let's watch it again.
Let's see the block kick first before we see the touchdown. Watch the whole middle of the line. Oh, you can't see that angle. There you go. Two guys.
2 guys there, yeah.
I'll meet you at the kicker, and they do. So Kennedy, here comes the touchdown. Simple.
Nice
good block down there. Who's got that block? Let's see that.
I think that's Leacock. Yep.
That's Leacock. What a great block.
Great block. He sealed that side, that end.
You love it when the guys with the talented players that are the featured guys, when they're not in the play and they can just selflessly go out there and block. I love seeing that.
That was a heck of a block by Leacock. So Mustangs huddled up. A little early, but for an onside kick, but they are down by 21 points. 6:32 to go, but
not enough time. Let's face it.
They do have all their timeouts.
Looks like everybody's up top. Only one guy deep, which is Piro. Everybody else looks like they're up. I can't tell. Is it a hands team? They got Gutierrez, a receiver. Tamburello, a receiver.
Yeah, look at those numbers.
Mateo, a running back.
21, 22, 27.
25.
15.
A running back. Sadowski. They got all the hands team up front.
So Colonia is expecting an onside kick.
Well, why wouldn't they? He doesn't kick a lot real far to begin with. No,
he doesn't. Away,
in fact,
the empty space.
That was his best kick of the day, and Piro picks it up. Yeah. He's going to go with it. Oh, boy. He's got some room. He could go. He's going. He got the kicker. He beat the kicker. Yeah, holy mackerel. Piro with a 90-plus yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Man, that confounded everybody. It's one of those where he went so far back that the coverage outran him. Let's see where he picked up that ball. It had to be an 85-yarder.
Yeah, I think it was closer to the 15.
Holy cow. Here I am saying the kid should be out of the game because he's a star. You don't want him hurt. And he goes untouched with a massive kickoff return. It was at least 85. Maybe 80. It was inside the 20.
John, you said it was his best kick of the day. I think he outkicked his coverage.
That's what I meant before. I said it in a long, drawn-out way, exactly what you said in the phrase. He outkicked his coverage. Piro had to go back for it. Here's the snap. There's the kick. Beautiful.
He can kick.
Oh, I want to see this one again. Man, oh, man.
Here's the replay.
It looks like he's going to just dink it, but he kicked it farther than normal.
I think he tried. Actually, I think he did what he wanted to do. He scoops it up at the 18, and then he runs backwards.
Was he even touched?
Barely. Hey, this is
not a
fair fight here with the kicker.
No.
And Luke Piro is off to the races.
Hafez is just KP in the list. Kicker, punter. Doesn't play anywhere else.
Yeah. I think what they were actually trying to do was punt it to a spot because if you it's a free ball.
I talked about that before in the first half.
And if they could have gotten there in time, but they didn't.
That's the farthest he kicked the ball all day. Maybe he's only had 3 kicks.
Still. So, if it wasn't over before, it's over now. Some of the coaching staff all checking out here. They're saying, we're going to put this one in the book.
They're warming up the bus. Let's see some guys in Colonia on the kicking team. Number 80 is Zachary Pereira. Number 56, Matthew Staneski. We know Campbell. We know Sean Lambert, number 26. And there goes a beauty. That is going to be in the end zone if he didn't catch it. Oh, he caught it and stepped.
And we are joined now by the president of the Board of Education, Mr. Dan Harris.
Dan Harris, what's up, homie?
Just getting here.
That ball would have been in the end zone if he didn't touch it, but he touched it and it carried him into the end zone, which is not what he wanted to do. But if you go back to my theory of never return the ball inside the 5 or the first 5 yards of the end zone or the first 5 yards of the field, then it was a wise move to go back in the end zone. And now let's see who's in the field.
So, Dan, how's the school system?
Things are going well. We're off to a good start this year. Two months in already, if you believe it or not.
76, Joshua DeBarros, a big dude, 6'2", 235. 57, Jason Reyes. 80, we said, is Zach Pereira. Number 8, Hakeem Hines. Number 16, Alessandro Neri.
Inside handoff.
Number 25, Christopher Sadowski.
So what's the story of the game? Who's played
Zach
the best?
K, number 33.
Colonia.
It's all Johnson and Piro, of course. Piro. They each got 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
Mateo Campbell's a freak on defense. He's all over the place. Yeah. 2 picks and a fumble recovery and a pick that was negated by a penalty.
Okay. Good for him.
5 extra points and 2 field goals by the Colonia kicker.
Is this his first game or second game now?
The kicker goes back to the beginning. We saw him early.
Didn't he have to sit out? Did he sit out?
He probably
he
didn't.
Okay, I thought he had to sit out earlier this year.
Well, we saw Colonia in the very first game of the year against North Brunswick, I think.
I didn't see him.
Or Woodbridge was the first game.
He's a former Mustang, right?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
That's an unusual start to the season, right? Colonia Woodbridge. Usually that's a Thanksgiving Day game.
Tradition there.
Third down.
72 comes in now. That's Matt Weiniger.
Seems like it was summer the other day, and it's Halloween.
I guess the older you get, the quicker it goes, man, because this year is flying. Like tomorrow's Thanksgiving and next week's Christmas.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Handoff up the middle. Big run. He's still on his feet up to almost the 40. Who is that? That's
number
a new
8.
guy.
Yeah, number 8.
Number 8 is Will Smith. Well, he's not a new guy, but he's not been running the ball.
He seems tall for a
Yeah, he does.
Man.
He had 2 carries early.
He listed at 5'11", but he seems taller than that.
Is this the second stringers for Colonia at this point?
Yes, mostly. Trying to get as many guys on TV as they can,
Sure,
so they
absolutely.
can send the tape to Grandma in Florida and say, look, Grandma. They'll send the tape of just when they were in. They won't tell them it was the 4th quarter. And Grandma won't know.
Grandma won't care. It's her grandson.
Wow.
He's pounding away.
Yeah, pounded it forward.
Is this your second live game this year?
Alan Hill.
Yeah, we were live in the Woodbridge.
Birthday boy, right?
Hill's just a junior, 6'2", 205, so he's got a little bit of a year.
Live games.
You know, you forget you're live after a while.
Yeah.
I forget you're live after the opening, kick. But if you say something dumb, you can't get it back.
Good thing we don't say anything dumb.
Well, we do. At least I do.
Other than we're commenting on the game. It's a nice move again.
Yeah.
Well,
we can mode here.
After the live game, we can always edit it for the repeat of the tape.
Exactly.
Right.
To the 48-yard line, third and a yard.
3:27 to go. You know the Mustangs would love to take one in.
Because it's still an intra-township game, right?
Absolutely.
They'll see these guys in basketball. They'll see them in baseball. There's no such thing as intramural or travel football, but they'll see them in other sports. They don't live too far away, let's face it.
Right. Yeah, a lot of them.
Fake.
Nice play by Lee. Escaped the Lee. He's got some room up the middle. He's after
one
the
guy
40.
to beat. He turns.
Out to the 30,
got a good blocker up there. He's cut back.
And then he gets taken out at about the 22. Nice play.
It's like a late hit.
That'll help Kennedy. He was taken down in the backfield by inches. Missed it by inches, I should say. The flag looks to be against Colonia. It looks to be a late hit.
Yeah, it looked like it was well out of bounds when they hit him.
That makes no sense. I mean, you got a 28-point lead. What are you hitting a guy late for?
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was. I don't know how far out it was. But it was a heck of a run.
Wow, it sure was. He's got to be over 100 yards rushing.
Oh, yeah. Penalty takes it down to the 10. First and 10, or first and goal, Mustangs. 2:51.
Let's see it again. Watch him. He is down. Look at this. He stopped. There he is. Stop. Boom.
Now he's off to the races.
Watch that blow. Oh, it wasn't a block. He's got the lead blocker there.
It out.
But 21 catches him, 26.
Oh, yeah, and he kind of went down. I don't know if he didn't fall over there.
Sean Lambert and Charlie Tamborello, and here's the play.
And you give it again to Smith, who picks up a couple. Clock continues to run, 2:28 to go. Nobody calling any timeouts. They both have 3 on the clock, right?
Running clock.
Probably.
Showing some mercy to the fans.
I believe next weekend's final weekend of the regular season?
Yes. This is game 7. They get 8, and then they have the state pairings, and there's one more after that. Some teams play the week before Thanksgiving. Some play Thanksgiving. Actually, the playoffs start the week before Thanksgiving, right?
Correct, yeah.
So the next game, today is the 27th, so the next game is the 3rd.
Colonia will be in there. Maybe they'll get a home game. That'd be nice.
Sure. I believe they're 3rd in PowerPoint, so looking at a 3rd seed maybe.
Yeah, that'd be great. We'd cover that if we could.
Yeah, the home game, right?
Yeah.
So the home game would be maybe the 10th?
Likely, yeah.
And that, the 10th.
I'll put a hold on the old calendar there in case they're home. But they're 6-2, so
back to the 11-yard line.
We'll certainly be in it.
It's 3rd and goal from the 11.
No, I don't know about you. I'd like to see Kennedy score here.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure. Minute 15 to go. Kids will feel good about themselves. Maybe Smith will get the ball. He's done most of the work. Except for the
that's not good.
Nice scoop up there by Garcet.
Too many defenders.
There's nowhere to go.
So number 30, but I don't have a number 30 in the roster.
So a nice play by Garcet to save that one. Timing was good. Inside a minute to go now as clock will run down and Colonia will come away with the win. Question is by how much.
So we'll get Perro, we'll get Zawacki, we'll get Johnson, we'll get number 14, Mateo Campbell, and we'll get the kicker. Everybody who scored or got a turnover. I'm almost sure that Mateo has 3 of the 4 turnovers. Or is it 4 to 5? I stopped writing things down.
I don't know if we have a crew sheet. I thought you said we had a
Yeah, we do. It's the last sheet here.
Because this would be the time.
This would be the time to announce the crew.
As the clock
The best crew.
That's the final.
And
Well, that's
that'll
the
do
game.
it. Yeah, 41 to 13 is the final. Let's take a quick second here to thank all our crew, our cameramen, our Emil Brandolfi, Steve Quetchin, Raj Nahoe, Scott Brennan, our audio director Bruno Martins, our graphics is Joe Fernandez, Wilmar Rubiano, I'm sorry. Wilmar was the replay director, technical director Gina Forbes, and Lee Beckerman, our director.
Outstanding job as usual by our TV 35 crew. A very professional game. Let's see all the scores from the second half, if we can remember them. There were a lot of them. First is Pirro off the left.
Johnson's going to keep this one.
And the last one should be the kickoff. The Kennedy score by Merced. And then the kickoff return.
There we go. Nice work on this one.
He gives no indication he's going to pick it up. You never think he is. You think he's going to maybe just step on it and fall on it.
He reversed the field. And
everybody's behind him.
Off to the races. Luke Pirro going 82 yards right here.
Just in case the kicker had a shot, he duked him out. All right, folks, we'll be back with the stars of the game.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Bye-bye.
Mateo Campbell, Gianfranco Teseo, Luke Pirro, and Taj Calvin Johnson. Let me start with Campbell. This guy was all over the field. He had 2 picks, then he got a fumble recovery, then he got another pick negated by a penalty. All over the field. Great game on defense. Tell me about the game.
Thank you. Every ball that I saw, I had to go get for my team. I wanted to go put the score up tonight, get a good spot in the playoffs.
So what made, have you had a game like this before in your career with this many turnovers?
Never, no.
And what do you owe it to?
Just Don, teaching me,
All right, let me go back to Gianfranco, man. I asked you before if you got any colleges looking at you. You said yes. You got a leg, man. You kicked everything within the 5-yard line or into the end zone. You had great extra points that could have gone for longer field goals, 2 field goals itself. Tell me about the game.
Well, this was my old school. I was here last year, so I had to come out here and put on a show tonight. And our offense came out and executed well, so I was able to get my kicks in.
And Zwacky, you had a real big touchdown early before the game was still undecided. Tell me about the play.
I got to give credit to my quarterback. Great pass.
There you go.
Right when I went inside, I saw the safety. I saw the safety go to the right, and all I knew is I was wide open.
Craig, go ahead. You got the Luke and Taj.
And I'll start off with Taj. Taj, you guys were in control most of the game, but tell me about what it means to beat Kennedy, even though you've played him a number of times, right?
It means a lot because we beat him over 11 times in a row, and we didn't want to make this another loss. So we had to come here and do what we do and win games.
So you had that real nice completion down the sideline. That was a spot-on, perfect pass. Look at the smile coming to your face. I see it. Talk about that play.
Well, I trusted my receiver that he was going to be open, and that's what he did, and he made a play.
So, Luke, you had another outstanding game as always. 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, I guess, right? 2, that's right, the one on the run. And then talk about that kickoff return.
I saw the ball, most people would just run out of bounds, but I want to score every time I get the ball. And I saw a hole. He put his arm out. I just ran through that.
I think they tried to kick it to a spot, and we're hoping to get a play on it. Your guys had lined up for an onside kick, expecting an onside kick. You had a hands team up front, and then he kicked it to the spot, and you just outran him. Yeah. And I knew it wasn't a fair fight with you and the kicker. You had one man to beat, and the kicker was back there. I said, this isn't going to end well for him.
I was debating whether to cut back inside or just give a stutter step. I just gave him the stutter step.
Well, at least you didn't run him over.
So if that's true that you guys have beaten Kennedy 11 times in a row, does that mean a Piro has never lost to a Kennedy school team? Because your brothers, 11 years would have covered your two brothers plus you. Who wants to talk about the state playoffs now? You're in it. You're 6-2. It looks like you're going to get the third seed. Who's going to talk about that?
What do you want me to say?
Anything. Talk about
the truth.
And Phillipsburg are
We're
1-2.
1-2,
So
and we'll probably get Linden, who we like our matchup with. We're home, so we're comfortable with anybody at home. And they'll be
Sayreville, could be Irvington.
yeah,
right?
Sayreville, Irvington, or Linden, but probably Linden. And anybody at home.
You scrimmaged against them earlier this year, right?
Yeah, we played tough in the scrimmage.
Tell me about TR. Tell me about the coach, Mateo.
Well, I love Coach TR, man. He's been my guy since I was a freshman. Always treating me right and being a fair coach, and I really like that. I appreciate that, giving everybody a fair chance and giving the guys that earned it the place.
Well, a great year at 6-2. Congratulations on that. Best of luck next week against what do you got? Amboy next week.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be in the playoffs. So hopefully we can cover that on November 10th, the Friday night game under the lights. So best of luck, guys. Great game tonight.
Good luck. Congratulations, guys. Go get them.
Way to go, man.
Thank you.
Mateo. Franco. Luke.
Good job.
Taj, good game, man.
What's your name again?
Great ball.
Oh, okay, never mind. Because there's another drag who my grandfather was friends with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I thought it was you.
Okay.
So these are good kids. I mean, we just saw really nice kids. They're humble. You know, Zawacki's humble. Mateo's humble. They're just Piro.
Nice kids.
Piro's just a cool kid. Johnson, you know, it's like they do this all the time. You know.
No.
At DeSale's cool. I said you got college looks. He says, yeah, some schools like Monmouth are taking a look at him. I'm not surprised at all the way that kid can kick a football.
He's got some leg. He really does. And it was a dominating performance tonight by the.
And
by
Kennedy
the
had their spots, just not enough of them. They had a couple of big defensive stops. They had a couple of good offensive drives, just not enough plays to beat a team that's 6-2 and heading for the state playoffs.
Right, exactly right. So good night for the Patriots. First football night of the season.
Yeah,
it feels like. And,
first time we actually have to wear long sleeves.
Exactly right. So and it's on for. It's good to see the Patriots. They look like they're playing at top form.
I'm looking forward to the playoff game. I'm glad it's a home game, and we hope we can cover it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thanks for watching, folks. Woodbridge Channel's coverage of high school sports. John McCormick, Craig Coughlin. Good night.